Wednesday, August 19th, 2020.
Yep, I'm here.
Morning, Steve.
Morning.
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 I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do we have minutes, Aaron?
Yes.
Please approve the minutes of the August 5th and 12th commission meeting.
Second?
Mr. Old?
Yes.
Mr. Schaffner?
Yes.
Mr. Shenago?
Yes.
Bid opening.
Bid opening.
This is the bid opening for Job and Family Services, Transportation Services, Senate Bill 268, so we will acknowledge the bidder and the bid guarantee. The first bid is from the City of Sandusky Transit. Your bid guarantee is present. The second bid is from Sandusky Taxi, Sandusky, Ohio. And the bid guarantee is present. The next bid is from Cruisin' City LLC of Sandusky, Ohio. The bid guarantee is present. The next bid is from Majestic Transportation out of Sandusky, Ohio.
That's to close out the construction, put it in the
The
bond
bid
fund,
guarantee is present.
For
the sports court.
the,
Phase
so
two.
all of it, built the name.
It goes to the bond fund so we
Next
can.
bid is from D&D Rides out of Berlin Heights.
So what is it?
Ohio. The bid guarantee is present.
Make a motion, we turn these over.
Yeah, there's one more.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. And the final bid is from Two Cousins
Oh, there's two-
Transportation
two
out of
things.
Sandusky, Ohio.
No kidding. You know why?
And their bid guarantee is present as well.
Now I'm making a motion to turn over this job and family service for review.
Second?
Mr. Old?
Yes.
Mr. Schaffner?
Yes.
Mr. Shenago?
Yes.
Thanks.
Pete?
I emailed Duff to do his too.
What's that?
Emailed Duff to close out theirs too.
Oh, right.
He hasn't sent anything back, but
How much do you have left?
over 600,000.
But now you have to make the payments.
Yeah.
So that'll buy you how long?
This year at least.
'Cause they're not down that much, are they? They're not down that much, are they?
Budget tax?
What did they end up being down?
I know you're gonna find out in a minute.
Oh, you're gonna say, okay. All right, Pete, you got some things for us?
Yeah, I've got a little bit of financial news. A couple of our areas we've been, looking at. Obviously, well, let's look at one of these is, the gas tax. Kind of surprisingly, the latest collection for August, which was June, was about almost 312,000. They budgeted average about 300, just under 327,000, so it wasn't off too much, but compared to the original budget, and through 8 months, we're down about $280,000
For the year?
for the year.
Not bad.
No, not really. Not as bad as we thought.
Interesting.
That's interesting, yes. Now, we also got the latest sales tax numbers for August, which is, again, that's May collection, or May sales, if you will,
That's end of May.
end of May. Compared to last year's number, we're down almost 12% for the month.
What, so how much is that?
171,000, 172,000
Down.
down,
And last month, the month before, it was 200 and some thousand, right?
246.
So that would be April.
Yep.
What did you think was gonna happen?
Well, again, we did revise our budget for March, April, and May. Yeah, kind of assuming Cedar Point was going to be open full, so that number was 1,479,000. It came in at 1,286,000, so still down $193,000 less than that. About 13% off of that budget number,
And that was a budget number pre-COVID,
post-COVID.
post-COVID, okay.
Yep. So we're down, for the first 8 months, almost 3% compared to last year. And again, we have our big collections coming up. Normally, our big collections coming up June, July, and August.
Pete, do you envision adjusting your estimates for the rest of this year?
It's something we probably should do.
Probably wanna wait and see what June does though, don't you?
We have preliminary numbers on that. And it's not as bad as we thought. It's probably gonna be similar to the number that we got here for May, maybe even a little bit better. Because all we've seen is the non-auto piece. That's about the number for the non-auto piece of what we got here in May, so it's probably gonna be a little better number than that. We've been hearing that the auto sales have been pretty strong, so I think the number's gonna be a little bit surprising, really. So moving on to, say, lodging taxes, through 8 months, those numbers are down 45%.
So 8 months, year-to-date, down 45%.
Down 45%. For the full, all 4%, last year we were 3,283,000.
How much? Say it one more time.
3,283,000.
Okay.
Now we're at 1,813,000. So $1,470,000 off.
On the full 4%.
On the full 4%.
Is it fair to say then that for lessee's board, if their budget, is their budget about half then? I don't have that spreadsheet in front of me.
I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it was, I don't think it was half. I think this is a little bit lower, maybe.
It's probably 75% of half.
Maybe.
All right, wait a minute. Let me, so they bring in 3 point, what is it, 3 point something? What's their budget? 3.6?
No, that's all four.
Huh?
Let's just say each.
No, for the year.
Yeah, yeah, but that's for all 4%. They only get 2%.
2%. I only get half of it.
Yes, so but are you talking about the lessee super board? Or are you talking about the Erie County board?
Talk about the Erie County Board. What was the total we contribute on the 2% pre-COVID?
Roughly about 2.8, 2.9.
So it was a little higher than 3.
It's close, it's close to that.
All right, but let's say 3.
Let's just say 3, yeah.
So do I take 45% of 3, which is 1,000,006
4,000,004.
or 1,000,004?
Mm-hmm.
That's what their total income should be this year. I have that spreadsheet here, I don't think.
No, their total income should be about 3 million. On 2%.
No, I'm saying, but, well, I shouldn't say the word should, I should say, what is their actual total income projected to be? It's 1.4 this year. 5% of 3 million.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember when we went to that finance meeting.
Yeah, I gotta have the numbers in front of me.
Yeah, I think they projected higher than that. If I'm
I
not
think they
mistaken.
did too.
So, because we've got a board meeting,
But again, remember, those numbers included Ottawa counties too.
yeah, but I'm
I'm just
assuming
talking about-
they're gonna be the same as us, aren't they? Down, I mean. You would think.
You would think.
Hmm.
Well, our number's much higher than theirs.
We've got a board meeting coming up, so I wonder if Larry's gonna change things. You know, their budget and their allocation of employees.
Right. You know, I think you guys are aware of this, you know, a while back, we got an email from Acadec asking for us to use some of our care monies to award some grants to local businesses. You know, I've had discussions individually with each of you. I think what I'm hearing is you guys are okay with a $50,000 amount to award to Acadec for them to pass through for.
Yeah, I'm
Grants.
fine with that.
Yeah, as long as we're gonna have some input, maybe through regional planning or something that, you know, that gives us who this money's given out to. Right?
Yep.
Wanna make sure it's,
Yeah, I spoke to Abby and I just said, you know, my concern is, that the county was just a single shot, you know, to delay the inevitable for a month.
yeah,
So she fully understands that.
we wanna make sure they're creditworthy. Is that fair?
Yeah, correct. And she said that she does look at their books, before making any decisions. They have a committee, I guess, and Steve's Bajali said he would sit on it.
Yeah, that's the thing with doing these, there's gotta be some kind of criteria on how they're awarded.
Yeah, they already did it back earlier
Yeah,
on. They
you know,
have-
that's the advantage, that they've already got something set up, whereas if we did it on our own, we'd have to come up with all those rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that idea. That number was 50? Again, to make sure I heard that right.
Yeah, you heard that right, Steve.
Okay. And I'm fine with the kind of the procedures they already have in place, that they already went through this once. But I agree with Pat, just to make sure, we want to make sure that it's going where it needs to go and to the people who can really use it and utilize it the best.
I would agree.
Okay.
Okay,
Is that it?
that's it for my stuff.
Public comment? If not, we have a motion to cancel all the meetings except for Wednesday in the month of September.
Second?
Mr. Old?
Yes.
Mr. Schaffner?
Yes.
Mr. Shennego?
Yes.
Motion of the board for the purpose of entering into an agreement with the Village of Berlin Heights.
Second?
Mr. Old? Mr. Schaffner?
Yes.
Mr. Shennego?
Yes.
Motion for the purpose of entering into agreement with Great Lakes Community Action Partnership.
Second?
Mr. Old?
Yes.
Mr. Schaffner?
Yes.
Mr. Shennego?
Yes.
A motion for the board certifying certain unpaid rents and charges for sewer and water service to Erie County Auditor for placement upon real property tax list.
Second?
Mr. Old?
Yes.
Mr. Schaffner?
Yes.
Mr. Shennego?
Yes.
Motion for the purpose of declaring certain equipment surplus and be ordering the same to be sold by internet auction.
Second?
Mr. Old?
Yes.
Mr. Schaffner?
Yes.
Mr. Shennego?
Yes.
Well, John? Make a motion to go into executive session regarding compensation.
Second?
Mr. Old?
Yes.
Mr. Schaffner?
Yes.
Mr. Shennego?
Yes.
Hey, you're not allowed to talk.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second?
Mr. Old?
Yes.
Mr. Schaffner?
Yeah.
Mr. Shennego?
Yes.